everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome back. Happy 2024. So, as you guys may know already, we have some fire news, right? We got an announcement and we got a release. That was a great release, at least in my opinion, for the end of the year. I think we needed to complete that line at the end of the year, at least by the end of the year, which we did. Obviously, I don't think we've gotten, I don't think anybody has gotten it in hand yet, but it's coming. It's coming and it's super, super, super exciting. Let's see who's in here before we get started. Let's see, guys. Let's see. We got Nefty in the house. Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you for being here. He says, Happy New Year's, everyone. Hot Toys bringing it. Absolutely. So exciting what's happening right now. We have some, we're going to get into it, but I feel like it's a little bit of bittersweet news that we got with that announcement, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. Let's see. Peyton in the house. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. We got Babo. Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Figment in the house. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. We got Rudy in the house. Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you for being here. Here's hoping for a positive awesome. Oh my God. We got Joker Jay in the house. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Looks like I'm buying an Exactly. Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently people are complaining about this already. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being a non-collector complaining about collecting? Unbelievable. We got Toby Spider. Yep. MB Dyson, Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Happy 2024, everybody. I feel like it's felt like 2024 for a while because all you hear is in 2024. So I already felt like I was in 2024 for a while. We got TK421. Welcome. Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you for being here as always. We got Carlito in the house. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Way to start the year. Absolutely. We're starting on fire, guys. On fire. Rudy's 16 starting things off with a bang. Bang, bang, bang. All right, guys. So before we get started, there's 15 of you guys. Well, 16 right now. Hit that like button if you don't mind, guys, before you forget, because I know you guys leave. Let's start the new year on a positive note. I don't want to have to block any of you guys already.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
All right, guys. Oh, we got Eric in the house. Welcome, my friend. Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. All right, guys. So here we go. All right, so we have, as you guys already know, and we're going to go over Toby too, but obviously this is the announcement, so we're going to start with this guy. So, a few things. Number one, I was not expecting this ever. I actually have been saying for a long time now that what we needed was this guy. This guy, let me zoom in real quickly so I can show you guys. So this guy is the unleashed version of the Iron Man Mark II. As you can see, is the James Rhodes head sculpt. So the reason why I say that this is what we should have gotten instead of another Tony Stark Mark II is because of this. So for those who know or may not know, we've gotten one plastic Tony Stark Mark II, right? We got a plastic Mark II with Tony Stark's half of head sculpt on, right? So like this, half a face on the head, in the head, right? So only half of a head sculpt. So that was the very first Mark II, was a Tony, and it's behind me. So it's a Tony Stark Mark II. After that, years later, this one was made, right? The James Rhodes Unleashed version Mark II. right? Then after that, what do we get? The diecast Mark II, right? With half of Tony Stark heads again, but it was updated, right? So the head sculpt is gorgeous compared to the original Mark II. Now, again, so I didn't expect any of this, this 2.0, because again, if we got a Mark II already that's diecast, right? Why are we getting another Tony Stark? If anything, we should have gotten, again, the Unleashed version with James Rhodes' head sculpt on it, with Don Cheadle's head sculpt on it, right? Why do we need another? And now the difference with that is we got the original Mark II diecast, and now this one's even bigger. So that's why it's called a 2.0. And another slap in the face, they're telling you that, you have to pretty much buy this figure to be able to complete the entire line. So it's like, forget the original Mark II that we got that was diecast, the first Mark II diecast. Forget that. That's useless, apparently, according to Hot Toys. The original Mark III that came out, that was diecast. The first diecast, remember, we got a red one in the stealth. Apparently, obviously, we got a Mark III 2.0 already because that one was trash. So the reason why I say it's bittersweet is because of this. So number one, obviously, we're done with the line, right? Finally, we get Mark II to complete the line. We just got the Mark I diecast. So now here we got the Mark II. So the reason why I say it's bittersweet is this. So now, clearly, it looks like we're done with the Marks 1 through 7, right? Completely done. That's it. So after this Mark II, it's done. There's no more, reissues. There's no more blah, blah, blah. So that's why I think it's good, and it's bad because, all right, so it's bad because we're done getting these these Marks 1 through 7, right? Which, again, some people are upset. Some people may, be happy. It is what it is, right? That's why I'm saying it's bittersweet. But the reason why I say it's sweet, because we're, again, finally done with these. You know what I mean? I feel like we've been, how many years have we been, catching up to these things? So I'm personally happy that it's over, right? They're done. This does not mean that we're done getting Iron Man. This does not mean that we're done getting, different versions of Iron Man. But it looks like, at least from the perspective of 1 through 7 original suits in the proper scale and diecast, Hot Toys is done with those. So according to Hot Toys, the 1 through 7, right, that we have on the screen right now are the exact and proper scales for these figures. If that weren't the case, there would be no need to have to update them, make them 2.0s, make them taller, make them wider, make them bigger. So it all makes sense, right? But again, do not sleep on Iron Man. We're not done by any means. We're not done. It's just we're done with the most accurate 1 through 7 set in diecast, right? Let me see what you guys are saying real quickly before I continue. Payton in the house. How are you, my friend? Notorious FabsFigures. Welcome. Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Nice to see a yike. Carlito says, Hot Toys wants all the money. They will put out a record amount of releases and announcements. If today is any indication, they don't want to leave any. Absolutely. Well, this is Hot Toys, right? We don't know. We know Hot Toys because of this, right? We don't know Hot Toys being a company that you have to beg them for product, right? That it was that company at one point years ago when we would be like, oh, when are you making this? Why are you making that? And remember, in the very beginning, they were making literally like very, 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 very limited amount of villains. So it was all heroes, right? It was all superheroes at that. So people would be like, oh, why do you make a villain? Why do you make a villain? So people would be begging Hot Toys for villains. Now, it's a free-for-all, but Hot Toys was that company. You had to beg them for product. Now everybody's like, who's asking for this? There's so much product so quickly that, and so frequently that everybody's like, who asked for this? Because it's just, their way of saying, I can't keep up. I can't keep buying everything. You know, I don't think anybody would ever complain. Real collectors, right, would ever complain about the company that you love or that you collect pumping out new product. You know what I mean? Like I never understood that in the community. People do that all the time. Every time there's a release that, especially that they don't like or it doesn't interest them, they're quick to talk, bad about not only the item that was announced, but the Hot Toys as a company, which is, it's ridiculous, but it happens. Joker J says this looks amazing. No, it looks really, really good. Mark IV 2.0. No, that's not happening. As you can see, the Mark IV was the one we got, the updated one with the die-cast gantry. Apparently looks like that was perfect for them. They don't need to reissue anything. So that's that. So we're done with the Mark IV, which again, like I said, it's good. It's good and bad. It's good because we're done. But it's bad because I feel like a lot of people love the original sevens, the first seven. But I'm glad they're over. I'm glad it's done. Honestly, like I was very happy with my Mark II, the diecast one, but obviously getting the updated one, it's going to be so much better. If you compare the Mark II, for those who have the diecast Mark II, you put it next to the Mark III, which is obviously the new 2.0, and you could see the big difference, a huge difference in the whole body, the whole size, the weight. So that's why. So I understand why they're doing that. It just sucks for us who have the old ones. But what are you gonna do? TK says the Iron Man looks fantastic. I need an Iron Man as after all these. Yes, very true. Again, I don't know who's complaining about an Iron Man. People do all the time because Hot Toys makes them all the time. But one thing I didn't expect was his Mark II in 1/6 scale, because I personally been waiting for the Mark II quarter scale for years. They've teased it a couple times over the years, over the past, I want to say 5 years, and still nothing. So it's weird that they come out with this before that, but that's Hot Toys for you. Carlito said, I actually prefer that it's a Tony Stark Mark II, just me, I guess. I still think that, well, it makes sense, right? I'm not complaining about the fact that, why they're doing Tony. No, it makes sense for the line. That's why they did it, right? So I will never say that, Hot Toys did something wrong in the sense of what they're doing line-wise, right? Because they're doing what they need to do for their own achievement of this line, right? So this is what they did. Am I complaining about it? Absolutely not. My only, if I had a complaint, I would be like, you know what, I'm not buying this, and that's it, right? But it's necessary, especially for those who have the 1 through 7. For those who don't have the Mark II, this is on a silver platter. But he says, I still think they will do a Mark IV reissue. They could, absolutely. They always can, right? They could always update. Look at the Mark VI. We're getting another Mark VI. With the what do you call it? With that new the new style gantry, humongous diorama base, right? So they could always do this. They could always, the Mark IV, like I said, they apparently, as you can see right here, they're telling you complete the diecast Iron Man Mark I to 7 collection with the new Mark II collectible figure. So they're telling you complete it. This is it, right? You don't need anything else. Does that mean that Hot Toys is done? Absolutely not. They're going to always give you versions of Iron Man. They're always going to give you, different heights, different scales, different, just because I'm, in the past. Right now, obviously, they're trying to get everything at the same scale, which is why they keep 2.0ing everything and updating everything to diecast, right? So that's where we're headed. They're going for a, specific scale of their line, right? As you can see, the Mark VI was shorter than a lot of these figures because it's supposed to be. It's a different suit. So it's not like they're all of a sudden going to, we got to remake the Mark I now because it's out of scale, next to the Mark III. No, it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be that way. So that's why they do this. But the problem is that, are people constantly going to keep getting these? I know I am. I know 100% I am, but a lot of people, again, they see an Iron Man. Oh, another Iron Man. Here's an Iron Man, another Iron Man. So it just varies, according to who loves and who hates Iron Man. It's just that simple. We got, Eric says, Mark III, Mark IV 3.0. and Mark 7. It's always a possibility. We know that that's not, out of Hot Toys' realm to do stuff like that. It's 100% possible. Is it coming anytime soon? Probably not. I think people would be very upset if you're telling them this. Guys, you can finally finish a line 1 through 7, and then they're going to give you an updated Mark 4. Again, as a business tactic, absolutely they can. How many people do not have the Mark 4? Like, for example, I don't have the Mark 4 in the gantry. I just have the plain diecast Mark 4, the updated one, because I have the plastic Mark 4 with the gantry. So I was like, why do I need another diecast gantry? Well, I'm looking for a diecast gantry right now just to keep the set, the Mark IV with that diecast gantry. But I only have the plastic one displayed. But can Hot Toys do this? Absolutely, they can. Absolutely. The problem is, are they really going to constantly keep changing scales, right? Because what is a 3.0? What can a 3.0 consist of, right? What can he come with? Obviously, it's going to be something different. Are they going to make the body bigger than the 2.0? I doubt it. Can they? Absolutely. To charge you more money, to charge you, to upscale the price, to give you, more figure for the price, for the money. So can they? Absolutely. It's not that they can't and they won't. It's just, when are they going to do it? And like I said, I don't think it's coming anytime soon because, again, people will be very upset with the fact that you just told us that we're done with the line 1 through 7, and then all of a sudden you're going to throw another one out at us. Oh, an updated Mark IV. People would be very upset. Obviously, the ones who have it and the ones who don't will be very excited about it, so that could happen as well. I just don't think so. At least anytime soon. But can it happen? Always. Slogan16, my friend. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. You made it. Happy New Year. Hit that. Yes, guys, please don't forget there's 22 guys in here. Hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it, guys. MB Dyson says, after this, maybe they could revisit more of the non-first suits. Correct. So that is a huge possibility coming this year. I don't think it's, out there, like really far out there for them to start die casting those, House Party Protocol Mark Iron Man 3 figures. 100%. It's a possibility. You're going to tell me that you're not going to buy these figures that you thought were never coming. I would, a Star Boost. Star Boost is one of my favorite Mark 3 Iron Man 3 House Party Protocol figures. That Star Boost is one sexy Iron Man. Just the way it looks, the jetpack in the back, just a sexy figure. On top of that, we already got a Midas and diecast, so they don't need to do that. They could do the Mark, the Mark 10 that came with Pepper Potts diecast. That's a beautiful, chunky suit. They could do Heartbreaker, which is a really, really good looking suit as well. They could do the Python suit. They could do they could do everything, and they're all, Disco, I believe, was diecast. Hot Rod, I believe, was diecast, or Hot Rod was diecast. I don't think Disco was diecast. So all these suits could be, diecast in 100%. And who's going to say no? Some already were. Like I said, Hot Rod was 100% diecast. I think the Iron Patriot as well, the original, that ugly one from Iron Man 3, I believe was also diecast. So they already did, right? But can they? Absolutely. They're probably going to go back and see what their most popular suits were and which ones sold the best. Probably, again, you can't really compare that, the market from back then to now. But they could look at popularity-wise what people, liked back then and go that route. But can they do it? Absolutely. Those and I don't, again, to complete that entire, House Party Protocol and diecast, forget it. It's gonna be sick. Taller figures, heavier figures. It could happen 100%. Rudy says, I think with the slowdown in Marvel, we are going to see them going back to the vault. They could, absolutely. Like I told you guys, like 2 streams ago, Hot Toys is not going to be affected by whatever's going on in Hollywood. Absolutely not. They have plenty of licenses and they got plenty of money to buy any license that they feel are appropriate for whatever they need to make. It's just that simple. InArt can't tell you that. J&D can't tell you that, right? Because everything's local for them. They get Hot Toys gets worldwide licenses, for a reason, right? The king does what they need to do and what they want to do. Other companies can charge you $5,000 a figure. It doesn't mean they're anything. It's just that simple, right? So again, and I respect J&D more than any other company, obviously not more than Hot Toys, but more than any other company that's gotten into 1/6 scale recently. And you guys know that already. The fact that they didn't need to simp on channels, the fact that they didn't need to, go on tour, trying to shove these figures down your throat, that shows, just like Hot Toys, they don't need to kiss anybody's ass. They don't need to go on tour to shove these figures down your throat, right? They stand by their product. They know that the moment you decide to try their product, you're not going to be disappointed. That's who Hot Toys is. That's why they don't go on tour shilling or, kissing ass in the community for nobody, right? J&D, same thing. Again, I don't know J&D from a hole in the wall. I just know they make statues and that's it. But I can tell you that demeanor, I don't care about what you guys think about my figure. I don't care if you buy it or not. It's not made for you anyway. That right there is ballsy. And that tells me I don't care what you guys think of my company. I'm going to do what I want, when I want. I'm going to charge what I want. If you want it, good luck trying to get it because it's not even for you. How can you not respect that? How can you not respect that? When a company, look at Elon Musk, for example, telling Disney F you, like on live. He doesn't need nobody. Tell me you don't respect that. As a human being, somebody who's being, annoyed, because I don't know if you guys know the story, but Disney was pretty much threatening to remove commercials from Twitter X. And he was like, F you, like keep your money. I don't need you. So can you imagine having that amount of confidence and just self-awareness that you don't need nobody? That's insane, and you could only respect that. Somebody that stands up for all that stuff that's going on. Are you kidding me? So that's what makes it, that's what makes me respect J&D more than InArt, at least, I'm here for all the Hot Toys they can pump out. Yep. I'm having to make painful cuts to my in-hand collection, and my POs makes absolutely. It happens. You're not alone. It happens to a lot of people. We know that in this community, a lot of people will, sell to keep funding. You got the, your professional YouTubers doing that constantly. You know what I mean? They have to sell, 15 figures to buy the new one, and that's just what it is. Again, is there something wrong with it? Absolutely not. Oh, you have to dictate how you function and how you do your thing and how you collect and how you, buy and sell or whatever, right? That's up to everybody's personal choice. The problem is, as a YouTuber, influencer, streamer, whatever you want to call yourself, when you do that, whilst trying to pretend that you're this professional, long time, super experienced collector, that's when it's, that's when you will get exposed. That's when it becomes obvious that that what you're saying is a lie, that what you're saying is not true. What you're saying is just for show, right? You're lying to people, right? Oh, I'm a collector for many years. Clearly your 30 figures behind you say different. Oh no, but I got all the new ones. So does everybody else. So that's what I mean, and that's what you guys have to be aware of, because it doesn't even make sense, right? If you really think about it, how can this person be telling me about collecting when they don't even have anything to show for, for their skills and their self-proclaimed, professionalism in collecting? So it's weird. It's weird, Carlito, struggle is real. Struggle is real. Carlito, I told you, Carlito, you're not alone. It's not weird. It's not bad. It's not a negative thing. You have to do what works for you and only you and nobody else. And guess what? The way you're working your collection is probably the best way to work it, because only you know what's going on with your collection and your space and your money and your stuff, right? So don't feel bad. It's not, it's not the end of the world. You have to do whatever's best for you, and that's all that matters, period. What we say about you and what we think about you and what we say about your collecting or your collection doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, guess what? Do we look at your collection every day? Do we wake up and look at your stuff every day? Do we see it every month? Do we see it every year? No. So why would we care or try to make you feel bad about what you're doing with your life? Never. But people do that. People do that all the time, Carlito, definitely one of the channels with the hobby. Yep. Figman says Hot Toys really shine with the iron. Yes, and that chrome paint job is beautiful. That shine on that, look at that. So things that they're pointing out, which I feel like this figure is going to be kind of pricey because of these, mentioned. So interchangeable open armor parts providing additional display options. So they're adding more attachments. We're paying for that. Separate rolling eyeballs. We're paying for that. Silver chrome armor design with reflective and metallic finish. New paint job. We're paying for that. Besides the Mandalorian, I don't think we've ever gotten anything shiny chrome like this, besides obviously the Stormtroopers, right? We got the chrome Stormtrooper, the chrome clones. We've gotten the Mando, but again, none of these have been this super clean, like, this metallic look. I feel like the chrome Stormtroopers and clone troopers that we've gotten are a different type of metallic shine. It's not this like whitish looking shine, right? This chrome, this white chrome looking reflective shine, right? It's more grayish than what we've gotten so far. So again, a brand new paint job. We're paying for that. The base is gorgeous. LED light up figure stand with articulated accessory. The base looks like, if you pay attention, what does that base look like to you guys? It looks just like the Flash bases, right? The Flash from the Flash movie, same exact base. They changed the label to Iron Man on top, and they added these things on the side, right? But it's the same exact base, same height, same everything. Even though this is not a big deal, these two side add-on things, we're paying for that. Why? They're giving you just two little pieces that are articulated, and you can move them around. That alone, which again, it's dumb. Does it look cool? Absolutely. Is it going to make the figure look better on the stand? Absolutely. But again, it's dumb because it's very basic. Even though it's a cool addition, we're paying mad money for that. Again, it's nothing fancy. It's just two little pivot points on each side. That's it. We're paying for that. Again, it's new. We've never gotten that before. So anything you see that they mention, it's new, and we're paying for it. Also, these panels, as you can see, so this comes down, up and down. It flips up and down. We have the shield we've gotten before. This we've gotten before. The calves opening up. This is the thigh. This is kind of new. These pieces like permanently sticking out like that. This is a new style of attachable parts that we're getting. What else we got? And then obviously your standard, wings and flaps in the back, which, we get with the mesh we've gotten, regular flaps we've gotten, regular wings we've gotten. So nothing new there. But again, guys, gorgeous paint. Look at that. Another thing, if you guys pay attention, that's been happening is what? They've been doing a lot of suit up things, right? So we got the Silver Centurion suit up version. We got the Mark V suit up version. I believe we're getting another suit up version coming soon. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's another one coming. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think there is. So they're loving the suit up stuff. They're loving these, open panel stuff. Again, that Silver Centurion. It's a beautiful figure. It's a useless figure, right? It's just literally a statue. Once you set it, you're not moving. You can't bend anything because it's supposed to be just a static pose, right? A static figure, with those panels like looking like they're about to close on him. So it looks like they're doing well with those things, because if they weren't, they wouldn't be making them. And not only are they doing well, but because they look different. So for example, I have the plastic Mark II, diecast Mark II, plastic unleashed, right? So I can display every single Iron Man a different way. So I could have the plastic Mark II with his face plate, mask plate down because his head sculpt is complete trash from back then. Then I could have the diecast, right, with the Tony head open, right, with the mask open, showing some armor stuff, whatever. Then I can have this one, right, with James Rhodes' head on it. Obviously, it's going to be completely different than the other two. And then this one, right, the 2.0, I could have with Tony Stark's head on it because we've never gotten one like that. I could have them with these panels open like this because we've never gotten anything like that. So we could have every single Mark II looking completely different. So why would you not want to get all 4 Mark IIs? You know what I mean? So that's why they make it easier for you to want to just buy it because you could display. Let's say, like I mentioned, let's just say we all have every single Mark II that was made already. And you're like, oh man, but I already have all of them. You're going to tell me that you have something in your collection right now that is a Mark II that looks anything remotely like this? Absolutely not. That's why it's appealing. That's why they do this. That's why they'll never stop doing this, because they could give us 15 figures of the same character, all looking different, right? That's the whole point. Obviously, if it's a reissue, then it's not. But they could give us the character 15 different times, different outfits, different looks, different movies, whatever. They're all going to be different. They're all going to be slightly different one way or another because they, again, unless they claim it's a reissue, it's got to be different, right? So why would you not want it? It's that simple. So that's how they make it tough. At least that's how I think about it for me. You know what I mean? It's like, man, I already have all the Mark IIs. Why do I need another one? Because it's not the same. It's not the same. It's this one specifically, right? Taller, heavier, bigger, more accessories, more attachment, more looks, because you could get different looks out of this again. So it's just, that's Hot Toys for you. That's Hot Toys. You can't talk. Nobody could say anything like this about any other company right now doing 6 scale. Nobody. How many other companies are making you feel like, oh man, there's so much to buy from them? None. Literally. So anybody talking about Hot Toys is just stupid. It doesn't make sense. Eric says Star Boost diecast. Yep. Absolutely. That Star Boost is one of my favorite suits of all time. I don't know what it is about it, but that white and the gray and just the helmet and the jetpack, beautiful. Harold, my friend, Happy New Year. Welcome. Is this where all the cool people hang out? Yes, sir. You know it. The best channel of 2024, 2023, and 2022. Oh, man. We have Peyton says, being a fan favorite, a new Mark 7. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to tell you why. We've gotten plastic Mark 7s. We've gotten that Mark 7 battle damage. We've gotten the Marks, and then we got obviously the Mark 7 diecast with the pod, right? So again, that was another style of Mark 7. We've gotten how many Mark 7s already? So that's my point. They will always give you the same character multiple different ways, and that one new character will have different ways to display it, which is why I feel like sometimes it's a must, at least for me, to buy 2 of them, because these looks are so different that to me it's necessary. I feel like it's a waste when I'm not displaying a head sculpt if it comes with the figure and then it's got a cool helmet or a cool something else, or if it's got 2 head sculpts. I like to display them both. I feel like one's sitting there wasted. So they make you want to buy multiples, not just one, multiples of their figures for the different looks of each figure, right? Which is why I've always bought 2, 3. If the figure comes with 2 looks, I'm getting the 2 figures for the 2 looks, right? That's what I've been doing forever. Any other company can't tell you that. How many people bought 2 Gandalfs to get 2 different looks? How many people bought 2 Aragorns for a different look? Not every company gives you those options, right? Not every company gives you those options. And that's why Hot Toys will always be king. Hot Toys is like prestige, prestige worldwide. Lane, Happy New Year. Welcome. Nice to see you. Hey, Fabs, Happy New Year. You're in the chat. Hot Toys decided to give us Toby and Tony. Happy New Year. Yep, absolutely. A really exciting new release. And what? Yep, absolutely. Thank you for being here, my friend. Yes, very true. We got Fire Day 1 release and announcement, as Lane said. Fire. They need to release the whole armor too. So, I mean, my thing with the whole armor was I wanted those things so bad. I don't know if you guys remember the first time it was released, it was like a pack of 1, a pack of 3, and then I think eventually they made it like a pack of 7. So you could have like all of the, the containers for each suit. And then they made them for the Iron Man 3 movie, right? Remember they changed them. The whole armor from 1 to 7 was different than from Iron Man 3. The Iron Man 3 ones were stackable. You could put them on top of each other. I think they were type of like a type of styrofoam type thing. I don't think they were plastic. I think they were cheaper than that. But they were like a hard styrofoam. I never got those because I had nowhere to put them, and I wanted them. So at least the first 7, because I had every suit, right? So I was like, oh man, I really want them. And then when you attach them together and you lit them up, oh, it was beautiful. I never got them. You could still find them on eBay right now, but I don't think they'll make them again because of the fact that they're so bulky. And if they were that big for the plastic figures, how much bigger do you think they're going to be for the die-cast figure? Humongous. They have to be taller. They have to be wider. Where are you going to put those things? That's why I don't think they'll never remake them. It would be impossible for anybody. I mean, obviously people would buy it, right? Just like they bought the first ones, but I don't think it's going to be a doable thing. That's why I don't think they're ever going to do that again. And if they do, I would be completely shocked. But I don't think that's the thing that they're trying to do now. Thule, Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. It says Fabio, Happy New Year. Bro just woke up from partying last night. Hope it's all you. I didn't drink anything last night. I don't drink like that anyway. But thank you for being here, my friend. Happy New Year. Hit that like, but guys, hit that like button if you haven't yet. I appreciate it. There's 28 of you guys in here right now. Good morning, sunshine. Well, just seeing this. Mark looks good. Yeah, beautiful. Bob says Iron Man sitting. I don't think this is a. Yeah, exactly. It's absolutely. Lucha discount. Yeah, Lucha will get this at $50 in 3 years. But Bobby's very, very correct. Is this going to sell out by any means? Absolutely not. I was having this conversation with Uncarded last night. He thought that there might be a chance of this being limited. I told him absolutely not. There's no way. Iron Man are very, very rarely limited. As you can see, what was limited recently? The Mark 7 W, what was it? The D100, the Disney 100 one. That was it. How many other ones before that? I don't remember any, really. Obviously, years ago, yes, but last year, a rare Iron Man? No, besides that Mark 7, and that was another Mark 7 that they made. A different look, a different paint job, and guess what? They made it a celebration piece, and everybody wanted it. People still looking for it right now because it's sold out. So that's my thing. They will always give you different versions, different looks, different everything. Now that they update this figure, right? This Mark II, there's a huge chance that they will reuse this body for something. 100%. There's a huge chance. You know what I mean? They could give you a Mark II repaint armor. What the hell are you going to do? You're going to say, oh, no, I don't want it? It's a different color. It's going to look different. They're probably going to add some other stuff. Done. So it's always a possibility, especially, like I said, especially when they make something new, you better believe that they're going to reuse it one way or another. Another thing, you guys are going to tell me that this is not similar to this. I'm going to show you guys so you guys understand what I mean. So the Mark III Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Mark III. I got to put in 2.0. Here we go. So I'm going to show you guys something, and you're going to tell me if you noticed it or not. Look at that head sculpt, and look at that head sculpt. Hold on. Look at that. You're going to tell me that this is not similar to this? Obviously slightly different, but very, very similar. You're going to tell me that all they did wasn't just add new hair to this? Think about that. Think about that real quickly. Look at the folds on the cheek here. Look at the folds on the cheek. Right? Look at this. Folds on the cheek. Right? Look at this. We got the goatee. You got the little line coming down here, right? It doesn't connect here. There's a gap of hair here, right? Which is supposed to. Here it is. It's right here. Doesn't attach here. So it looks like to me that they reused the head sculpt. Again, I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't see why they would need to make a brand new head sculpt when this is perfectly fine. Remember that how far away was the Mark II suit from the Mark III suit? Same movie. So how much different can he possibly look? None at all. So why would they give you a new head sculpt? The reason why this looks like this is because it's supposed to be a little battle damage, right? Suppose his hair is supposed to be a little different, blah, blah, blah. But with the Mark II, because remember, this was before this. This was supposed to be a clean look because remember from the Mark II, what came after? The Mark III. So it makes sense that they're reusing all this stuff, right? Why would you have to make new faces all the time? And sometimes they do make a new face. Sometimes I'm the first one to say, oh, they're going to reuse this. And then when I get it, completely different. They do update them. They do touch them up. They do change them a little bit. But here, at least, why would they want to do that? They're very similar. So that's my point. Jermaine, Happy New Year. Welcome. How are you? Hey, Fabio, Happy New Year. You pick him? Absolutely, my friend. I'm actually waiting for Sideshow to send me my invoice that it's shipping so I can pay it off. Obviously, I got mine. I believe it was delayed. But I am waiting for it from Sideshow, toysforkiddos.com, where I usually get my stuff now. Had it for like $600 at first, and now it's down to like $500. So I am not obviously paying an extra $200 for this figure. But yes, it's coming from Sideshow. I'm very excited. I can't wait. Thank you for being here, my friend. Happy New Year. Tuli says, somehow if you collect long enough, you eventually become an Iron Man collector. At least a few pieces. Correct. It's inevitable. Inevitable. You could say you don't like Iron Man, but there's going to be an Iron Man that you love, that looks amazing, that looks different, that is not your typical stuff. Boom. Then years down the line, there's another one. And correct. Whether you love him or not, you're always going to want to get something. You know, whether you get it or not, that's a different story. But there are Iron Man out there that people are like, man, I'm not an Iron Man fan, but that looks beautiful. So it happens. Totally me too. Now this will make 4, and I'm scouting the latest comic. Yeah, I need guys. If anybody's looking to get rid of the Iron Man Origin Stealth version, the blue one with the different tone of blue, message me. I'm looking for one in a trade. I have tons to trade, brand new sealed. So hit me up if you guys are looking to get rid of one because I need one. MB Dyson says I have sampling of suits. There's only a couple more I would add, and I'm going with War Machine Mark 1. Yes, but that War Machine Mark 1 diecast is an amazing figure. I just posted the Mark 1 War Machine plastic. Nowhere near what the diecast is. Oh, my God. That diecast will blow your socks off. Paul Morales, Happy New Year. Welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here, my friend. Welcome, welcome. TK4, Happy New Year, friend. We're off to a good start. Yeah, guys, look at this. We got 37. Well, we just had 37. We got 35. This is a great start for the new year. This is only going to get better and better thanks to you guys, just so you know. This year is going to be my year. Hot Toys been doing this so long. They know how to get collectors to swoon over reissues 2.0s. Like, no, absolutely. They know how to add one. Absolutely. And change the make. Absolutely 100%. This is the game. Hot Toys will always get you to spend multiple times for the same release without you even realizing it, right? Obviously, a lot of people say, oh, well, this is just a reissue. This is just, right? Sometimes it is literally a reissue. Sometimes it's just a remake of the figure. They change it slightly, but it's different, and you got to either buy it or you don't, and then you're going to be the one without the figure. So Hot Toys knows what game they're playing. Again, that's why a lot of people get mad at them. It's all business, right? It's a company. What do you expect them to just sit down and wait for you to tell them what to make you happy? No, they're making product for people who like them. They're not looking to cater to the people who hate Hot Toys, who dislikes, who bashes them, who talks bad about them. They're not looking to give those people product. No, they don't care for those people. They care for the people who collect, who like to buy, and who like their figures. It's that simple. So anybody complaining, oh, who asked for this? Clearly, this is not for you because you didn't ask for this. So nobody needs to hear you that you who asked for this. If you didn't ask for it, shut up and keep going. It like blows my mind how people complain about things that have nothing to do with them. Hot Toys doesn't work for you, so why are you complaining? If you don't like the figure, guess what? Wait for the next one. Hopefully that'll make you happy. If it doesn't, guess what? Then go to InArt. Go to J&D. If Hot Toys is not good enough for you, then go somewhere else. It's crazy. Yo, I can't. It's insane. Talia, welcome. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. TK Magic Shop. Happy New Year, my friend. Welcome. Nice to see you. Happy 2024 and happy Monday. Cannot wait for Toby. Yes, Toby looks amazing. We're going to get into Toby in a little bit. Let me just catch up with you guys here. Is pre-order? I pre-ordered from Underground. Do you know how much it was for deluxe? No, not at all. I hope you use the coupon code's gone. They had a free shipping coupon code for I think till the end of 2023. But no, I don't know what the deluxe goes for. Let me know if you do. I have the original whole armor pack of 7. That's the one I wanted. With the most latest diecast 7 figures who's missing Mark II. Oh, they fit. Okay, perfect. So there you go. Yeah, but again, if even worse, if they do fit, why would they make them again? You know what I mean? Obviously, if somebody's really looking for that stuff, they'll find them on eBay, right? Hot Toys, I don't think it's gonna, because they sat on Sideshow for years, and I remember that because every time I saw them, like let's say they were released today, the following year, oh man, I still want them. The following year, oh man, I still want them. They were there for years, and I remember because I kept looking at them and I kept wanting them, and I was like, man, should I get the pack of 3 or the pack of 7? I was like, I just want, some of the figures in there, and I never got a single one. So if the diecast fit, even more of a reason for them not to remake them, because if you could use them, why would they remake them again? So thank you for letting me know, because like I said, I never bought them because I had nowhere to put them, and now that you're saying, and for those who didn't know, now you know. The whole armor, diorama things are what do you call it? They fit the 2.0s, the diecast ones. So good to know. Black Time Cruise, how are you? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. It's the same movie, Fabs. He's the same. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So why would it be any different, right? Why would the head sculpt be so different that they would need to give us a new one? That's why I'm telling you they didn't. This is the same exact thing. Obviously, we got rolling eyes now, so it looks a little different. The Mark III didn't have rolling eyes. But again, the reason why they give you rolling eyes is what? Think about it. They reused the head sculpt because this one is completely sealed, right? There's no rolling eyes here, right? At all. So what do? They reuse the head sculpt, the face, right? Again, they had to change the hair. They had to because it can't be the same hair. So they gave us the sealed hair here, right? They did the face, and here, because they had to change the hair, they gave us the rolling eye system. Because again, it was either let's give them another sealed head like the Mark III 2.0, or let's give them something fancier to charge more and change the product, right? For us to get a Mark III with rolling eyes and then a Mark II right after with rolling eyes, we would have been like, yo, this is crazy. Why are we paying so much for these Iron Man? So they had to change that one a little bit. They give you a crazy, crazy base, no rolling eyes. With this one, they give you a more basic base, right? And the base that we got for the Mark III 2.0 was not the same base that we got, or the same type of base or style of base that we're getting for the Mark II 2.0, right? Nowhere near. So they gave us a little more base with the Mark III. They're giving us a little more features with the Mark II, right? And that's how I feel like they balance out the figures. That's how I feel like they changed the figures a little bit, right? To get the same thing in Mark III and then just a different color Mark II with the same style of head sculpt, the same, style of accessories. It wouldn't go. It wouldn't go. So they have to change it, and they have to change it. I'm going to say the word drastically. It's really not drastic, but again, two completely different worlds of head sculpts. It's the same face. Same face. Why would they do that? For this reason. They use the face, they take the hair off, they give you rolling eyes, they put new hair on, and there's your new figure. Very simple. Steve131, welcome. Happy New Year. You're new here. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully this is the first time I see you and not the last time I see you. Hopefully I see you every day, Steve131. Steve, Scuba Steve. Talia Meyer says, let's go. The hair is different. Exactly. It has to be. It had to be. Because, again, this one, there's no rolling eyeballs here, right? So they sealed the head. They sculpted, not sealed, they sculpted the whole head, right? Instead of leaving just half of it open for the hair, here they sculpted, the hair after the fact. And then they just put it on top. Because remember, we got to play with the eyes, we have to remove, the cap of the hair in the back. TK, TK man, 100% getting absolutely. I don't know many people that are, obviously, if you're not a fan, and you're not, but people who have Iron Man in their collections. This just let me tell you something. You don't have to even like the head sculpt at all. The paint application on this figure is what is making the figure so appealing for me, right? That paint application, that chrome is gorgeous. Harold says, I don't have any Iron Man figures, but I might have to pick up a 1, 2. Yeah, well, the most different looking ones, I believe, are 1 and 2, right? 1 and 2, and if you got the actual, legit paint application for the 3 compared to, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Those 3 are the completely different ones. Then you got the Mark IV. The Mark IV and the Mark V are completely different. Obviously, the Mark V is the suitcase suit, so obviously it's different in that aspect. And then the Mark VII obviously came with the pod and all that stuff, so they're all slightly different to a certain extent. I think the most boring one, if I had to choose, which again, if I had to choose, not that I'm saying it's the most boring one, like that I feel that way, but having all of them, I feel the most boring one is the Mark IV. The Mark V is sexy. The Mark III, again, the proper application, paint application, sexy. That dark reddish, like purplish look, beautiful. That Mark I, gorgeous. The Mark VI with the V, with the triangle, what's that called? Arc reactor, gorgeous. The Mark VII with the with the pod and all that stuff, gorgeous. With the missiles coming out of the thighs, all those different the missiles coming out of the shoulder. All those features, very, very sexy. So they all have their own little thing. It's just which ones do you like? Uncarded, how are you? I was talking about you earlier. Happy New Year, man. How are you, my friend? Luis, welcome. Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Hello and Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for being here, my friend. Nice to see you. Happy 2024. Commander Green. Let me see. Steve's saying hello. You guys saying hello. Look at you guys. You guys are awesome. Eric says Phantom Menace 25th anniversary. Yes, we're gonna get into that too. We're gonna play that little clip that Hot Toys posted on their social media. There's a lot of stuff that's a lot of potential stuff that come out of that little video, and we're gonna get into that. I want to get your opinions on all that stuff too. Those new license announcements, plus there's Mark II and Toby. Great, absolutely, 100%. Preach it, Fabs. I've been obsessed with Mark II since 1990s. I had a 5-inch Toy Biz that was my childhood. Toy Biz toy that was my childhood. I will be definitely. Oh yeah, no, the Mark II. The Mark II is, again, the paint application on this one, gorgeous. Complaining about a Hot Toys release just ridiculous. But exactly. But again, we know, talking about that is like beating a dead horse. Like it's pointless because people will do it. People will do it without realizing. Albert, how are you? Happy New Year. Nice to see you. My life is complete with this. Well, I like your thumbnail picture. Are you an Iron Man fan? Oh man. Let's see. Do or do not. There is no buy. Let's see. Who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? No. We got Wang's out for a while. Wang's out. This guy. He said Wang's out for a while. You guys are nuts. Oh my god. Which means he'd be released in 2025. Carlito, I hear you, Fab. I'm guilty of complaining about a specific announcement or lack of announcement, but then stress over. Exactly. Can't wait. Exactly. It happens all the time. People got like 30 pre-orders and then a new announcement comes out. It's like, who asked for this? It's like, man, you got tons to worry about already. Absolutely. 100%. That is very true. Again, you're not alone. Happens to everybody. I never really complained about an announcement, right? Just because, like, who would complain about wanting to collect except somebody who doesn't want to collect, Obviously, I don't mean you, but just in general. But I always, not always, in the back of my head was always like, man, it wasn't about who asked for this announcement. It was more like, what the hell am I going to, where the hell am I going to put this thing? That it was always my thought. But because knowing that I had, everything else on pre-order. So absolutely. That's so funny. Don't forget to hit that. Yes, guys, please. There's 39 of you guys in here. Hit that like button. There's 40 of you guys in here right now. Hit that like button if you don't mind, please. I appreciate it. Happy New Year, guys. Feliz cumpleaños nuevo. This guy. Unbelievable. Pablo in the house. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here, my friend. Nice to see you. We got, let's see. Oh my God. Look who's starting the year off properly in the right channel. This guy. My God. I had to scold this guy last stream to show me some support. Unreal. Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you for being here. Hope I see you every day now. Every day. Monday through Sunday, big dog pound. I don't want to be disappointed ever again. I see you on another stream and not mine. Oof.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
If I ever see you somewhere else, big dog. I'm just kidding, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Wepa in the house. Let's see. Feliz Año Nuevo, hermanos, hermanas. Happy New Year. Feliz Año, my friend. Feliz Año, my friend. We got Guillermo in the house. Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you for being here. How are you? Nice to see you. Happy 2022. Hey, Fab and friends. Just so your sneak peek of your collection tour speech is amazing. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Also, thank you guys for who commented. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't yet, I posted my part 1, just a tease for now. Today, I videoed the cases behind me. So those are all videoed. I have to obviously upload them and then figure out when I'm going to post them. Then I have to do all the details after that. But that's coming obviously next. But yeah, I'm doing all the recording to get you guys the full video. Hopefully, if anybody's out there who's good at editing stuff, please message me. I'm going to need help big time. I want the video to look, somewhat decent, and if it could be, edited with some transitions, because I'm doing them separately. And I would like to at least, combine some of the clips into one long clip. So if anybody out there has any hints or tips or want to help or wants to help to give me a banger video, I would definitely appreciate that, because that's all I need. I don't have any software. I don't have any, I could easily upload the videos on Google Drive, and then you guys could, do whatever you need to do if you guys want to help. But that's what, that's what I'm doing now. I'm just videoing, and then I'll have to figure out what's next. But the tour is coming soon. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm doing part 2. I'm uploading the tease part 2 today. I have to take my pictures of my figure for the day, and then I'll finish filming the tour, and then then I'll figure out the rest. But yes, very exciting, guys. I feel like it's about time. Fabs, can we get a first? This my yes, of course. This is for all of you guys in here right now.
This is my boy. This is my boy. This is my boy.
Oh man. Yeah, guys, there was just 42 of you guys in here. Don't forget to hit that like button. 42.
Yay.
Thank you guys for being here. We got Black Thumb Crew says, I mean, the what if Iron Man is not even on my radar, but I'm not screaming it. Exactly. And that's fine. You know what I mean? You don't have to like everything. Hot Toys doesn't make things for everybody to like. I always tell you guys, even when it comes to people liking you as a person, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's supposed to like you. So for anybody to assume or think that everything Hot Toys makes is for everybody and everybody should love it is crazy. The problem is that people bash things publicly because they're not interested in it. And what happens? It gets people on that bandwagon. And that's the problem, right? Nobody's saying that you can't give your opinion. It's how you give your opinion. And the way you talk, the way people talk and speak and say things affects other people, right? Many people are behind the scenes wondering how to feel themselves, how to feel about this figure, right? And not this one specifically, just any figure in general. They want to see how to feel about this figure. So what do? They go to their groups, they go to the Hot Toys post, they go to wherever they need to go to see what the entire consensus is of that figure. So they know how to feel about the figure. So if they see a lot of people saying it sucks, guess what? What do you think they're going to say? You think they're going to say, oh, I love it when everybody else saying it sucks? Absolutely not. They're going to say, yeah, the figure sucks, just to be part of the majority, at least what they feel is the majority. It's crazy. It's crazy. I still appreciate they didn't just put the exact same. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Mark 2, Mark 3, they're different. Correct. Absolutely. And now they're all different. They're all different to a certain extent, right? But it's just they have to reuse stuff every so often. Help wanted production pays and coupon codes. Use coupon codes. Yes, I definitely need the help, guys. Definitely. Or like I said, even if you don't know or you don't have any equipment, you could tell me about some equipment that is free that won't give me a watermark. Because that's another thing that I don't. I know there's a lot of free software programs there. Editing programs that you could use. The problem is I don't like when they give you the their what do you call it, the watermark on the video, because it looks cheap, it looks weird, and I don't like it. It's not like they put it in like a little small area. They like literally take up like the whole corner of your video with their watermark, and I'm just not into that. That's why I just make my videos like I make them, because it's like this Mark II is coming home. It's going to look awesome and stand out. Yep, the shine of that suit is gonna blow. You put some LED lights on it, some daylight LEDs on it. Forget it. That thing's gonna be glossy as hell. Beautiful. Even when I complain about an announcement, I don't trash it. Just not exactly. It's that simple. It's that simple. Again, there's nothing. Even if you say, "Oh, this is not for me," or "I don't like it," that's it. But you got people who asked for this. You're not the only person in the community. So if it wasn't you, it's not for you. That's what. Yeah, I can't. Totally my favorite Iron Man movie, Red Gold. Yeah, that was the Mark III. So again, guys, here we are. Beautiful figure. Right now, this is a 10 all day. The base, again, as you guys can see, It looks exactly like the Flash. For those who just came in here, the Flash movie figure basis. That's what it looks like. Obviously, they added these things on the side to make it fancier, but nothing out of this world. We're paying for all of this, guys. So this is going to be definitely 300 plus guaranteed. There's no crazy diorama like the Mark IV or Mark III 2.0. So I don't know if it's going to be that expensive. I mean, it could be still because of the fact that of this. Again, this is an announcement. Combination of over 100 silver chrome armor pieces with reflective and metallic finish. So look at how many pieces they're adding for this figure. We are paying for all this. So can this figure be cheaper than the Mark III 2.0? Now, who knows? Are we getting the same big bulky base? We're not. Are we getting a full head sculpt? We are. We got it for the Mark III. We're getting it for the Mark II. You know, are we getting battle damage pieces? We're not. But look at what we're getting. We're getting all these panels that are interchangeable, removable, swappable. So this is a lot of stuff. So can they be around the same price? They could. You know, they really could. But we're paying for that stuff. Look, LED light up figure and articulated. Yeah, so this again, paying for that. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You can't beat that head sculpt. Can't beat that head sculpt. Is that Photoshop or is it new technology of the base? Seems like there's no. Yeah, so it looks like it's Photoshop. I was about to actually mention that. It looks like he's floating on the base, but there's no pole. So I don't know what they're trying to do. So I'm assuming it's got to be Photoshop because they're not showing you. See, you have the what do you call it? You have the hook back here, right? But this here, they're not showing you, you know, how they doing this. So 100% Photoshop. They probably are hanging it up from somewhere and they photoshopped it to make it look like it's floating. Because as you can see, here's the piece that holds it up. So 100% Photoshop. So now, guys, we're going to get into the release of the last release. So we got Toby, guys. We got Toby finally. And he looks very, very good. The suit looks very, very good. As you can see, the articulation of the figure has to be on point for a Spider-Man. Look at that head sculpt, very, very decent. We have to see what it looks like in hand. It looks very soft here already. As you guys see, the facial hair, very, very light. Again, as usual, he didn't have much anyway, but you can still see very, very little. Luis says Fibs is the most. Absolutely. No, I feel like for a lot of people are getting that figure. Magnetic levitation. Imagine. That would be sick. That would be some crazy innovation. Can you imagine that? Because we've gotten that. For those who don't know, there's a company called Kits Logic. I don't know if they're still around, but they used to make floating like Iron Man figures, like little tiny Iron Man figures. They made a floating DeLorean. So you have a base with a magnet, and then you have a magnet inside the vehicle or the Iron Man, and then you got to literally try to like balance it like with the magnetic field. And it's my DeLorean. I want to show you guys. Maybe you notice in the tour. So this is my Kits Logic floating magnetic floating DeLorean by Kits Logic. When I was cleaning here for the tour, I bumped into it. So it got off the axis where it's floating. I've been trying for 2 days to put this thing back on and I can't. That's why it's sitting like this. The worst. It's a nightmare trying to figure that out. So I haven't been able to do it. Star Wars collector, and I'm getting. Oh, see, there you go. There you go. Needs to have a next RC and next foreskin. Imagine this. They did the neck like Andrew Garfield here, so it looks similar. See, same as him right here. Yeah. So again, the head sculpt looks very decent. Nothing crazy, but right now from pictures, you see that shine, very soft. Again, it's probably going to look better in hand, but from pictures, doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look amazing either. Here's all of them. Again, look at the articulation, look at the twists, look at the bends, look at all the what do you call it? The Sinister Five. We got Lizard base, we got Sandman base, Hobo, Doc Ock, and Electro. Here's all three of them with the bases. Gorgeous, gorgeous figures. Look at that. How classy is that? How cool is that? If obviously I know a lot of you guys are getting these. Is anybody using them with the Spider-Man masks like this? Or are you guys using them with the head sculpts? I want to know what you guys are doing because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So let me know. Look at that. Each one has its own accessory. This one's got the box. This one's got this thing. I think this was for Sandman. And this one is from the Lizard, I believe. Look at that beautiful shot. Look at that beautiful shot. Look at that. You can't beat the articulation on any Spider-Man figure. Look at that. That's a beautiful pose right there. Beautiful pose. It is nice. Derek, how are you, my friend? He says, I will fix it for you, but it's Can you imagine? I can't figure it out. I cannot no. And I used to obviously, it's not the first time it fell off. I used to put it on no problem all the time. Now I can't. It won't work. I don't know what's going on. It's not amazing. It's spectacular. It's the friendly neighborhood. The friendly neighborhood. My only gripe with Toby is the neck peg technology. Yes, I don't like the Garfield Spider-Man neck pegs either. I don't know why the hell they did that. They did it with the 1.0, right? The 1.0 Amazing Spider-Man from the very first movie that came with the head sculpt. These two weird clips that go in. They're not even tight in there. They're very, very loose, very funky. I don't know why they did it. And then they did it again for the 2.0. Why would you do that? Why can't you do something different? I don't like that. I'm with you with that on that. I don't like that one bit. TK mask for me with green. Ooh, mask. See, right now I have my Andrew Garfield with the mask on because I didn't like the reused head sculpt that they did. So I'm waiting for the RCN head sculpt to come to put his head sculpt on. Obviously, I'm going to use the Toby one, which is probably not going to look, good because you're going to have the Toby one look really, really smooth and professional. You're going to have the RCN looking a little more rugged, and then obviously the Tom Holland, which comes with the half a mask on, it's going to be also looking nice and smooth. So look at that. So what they're showing you here, guys, is you can use the Green Goblin and this Spider-Man to recreate the very, very first Spider-Man 1 movie, as you can see. So this was that fair in the very first Toby Maguire Spider-Man movie. So as you can see, they're letting you know that if you like, that Spider-Man from the first one, or if you want to get two, right, you could use one with the Green Goblin, and then you could use the other one for the No Way Home, or, one for Spider-Man and then one for No Way Home. See, look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Can't go wrong with this. With this figure. Looks gorgeous. It's updated. When are we ever getting another Toby Maguire Spider-Man again? I doubt it. But here we are. Look how gorgeous. Look how sick. Look at that. Anybody doing this? Is anybody going to do this? I was going to do this and I forgot. Because I have the original Hot Toys one, so I can do this, but I didn't do it. Figman says, I'm using the head sculpt on these, but yep, exactly. That's what I'm doing. I have to use all the head sculpt. I have all the other Spider-Man, all these Spider-Man with the masks on already from the other movies, right? So I don't need to have them, with those masks again. And not only that, but the head sculpts are updated, so they're newer. So that's why I wanna show them off. TK says exactly the look I'll be going for. Yep. Carlito says I'm displaying them with masks. Looks weird when you see the difference between. Yes, that is true. That is true. That is very true. It does look weird, but again, who's gonna really care, right? They're for you. It's just whatever look you like to see them in, right? Because you're the one who's gonna walk by them all the time. But I need those head sculpts displayed, 100%. And then, yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that. We got Hobo, we got regular. We got Electro, we got Battling, we got Doctor Strange, we got Lizard, we got Integrated, we got Amazing, we got Toby, Friendly Neighborhood, we got Doc Ock. Look how gorgeous that looks. Tell me that doesn't look beautiful. And they're not even showing us the Sandman base in the back. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5. You don't have the Sinister 6 yet. Boo. Boo. All right, guys. So look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That base is going to be humongous. I can tell you that right now because it looks huge. Look at that. Look at that. Look how classy that is. Tell me you wouldn't get this as a poster. Tell me you guys wouldn't buy this as a poster. Knowing that these figures you have in your collection in 1/6, and then you have this poster hanging from your wall of the figures. Gorgeous. I should really print this and hang this up. This is beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. What do you guys rate this figure 1 to 10 right now? Let me know. I want to know what you guys think of this figure. Guys, also 42 of you guys in here, please hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate it, guys. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here, all of you. And then let me know, guys. Let me know what you think of the figure 1 to 10. And then we're going to go watch this video that Hot Toys made for us to rub more stuff in our faces. So here we go, celebrating Marvel 85 years. We got 25-year episode 1 Phantom Menace. We have Star Wars The Dark Side. We're going to talk about what that means or what that may mean. We have Batman. This is like an old school looking Batman. So 85 years. So what does that mean? What are we getting? Does that mean that we may get the Flash Batman suits, that whole armor, that old school whole armor? That could be, that could be a thing. We could. So let's begin with Marvel, right? So Marvel. Obviously, we've never stopped getting Marvel. We will never stop getting Marvel. Joker gave it an 8. So Toby gets an 8. Carlito, and the picture in the time No Way Home line, I went up. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, beautiful. I don't think many people purposely missed out on these figures because when are we getting these figures again, right? Especially Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin. When is that ever happening again, right? Not only did we get 1, but we got 2. We got the original and we got the hobo, right? So why would you want to purposely, right? At least to get the original Green Goblin. If you're going for the most accurate ones, right? Green Goblin, Electro, right? So again, I don't think a lot of people missed out on this on purpose because this is your OG people. This is OG villains, and you're fantastic. Your Sinister 6 are going to be those figures, obviously not as those people, but those figures, those characters. Toby gets a 10 from Black Tom Cruise. Figman, he gets an 8. Albert says Hot Toys has declared war. That's what that's what that means. Nathan, Happy New Year. How are you, my friends? Says I give Toby an 8, Tony a 10. Ooh, look at you guys. Yeah, no, that Tony Stark is a 10. And that Toby's head sculpt, at least for me right now, is about a 9. Again, it's not perfect. It looks decent, very decent. Again, very shiny. I don't like it when I see that in the pictures. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see in hand. Carlito says 8. Hot Toys is putting SSR suits out of business. Oh, so it's funny you mentioned that. We're having a conversation. I was talking to the guys, and one thing we mentioned. So that SSR line, I know it comes from specific, artists of Batman, and I know it comes from, specifically those fat Batmans, right? Those fat Batmans usually go for like $700-800, something like that. 600, something like between 600 and like $800. Why? I have no idea. I understand their customs. I understand these suits are made, homemade and blah blah blah. I don't care. There's no way that no ugly Batman like that is worth no $700. And the biggest slap in the face is these people jump on these figures. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And then they pay all this price, and then you see them try to sell these figures for $500, $400. You're like, what? It's not even worth that. You just overpaid for it, and now you're trying to sell it at a loss, and people aren't going to pay you that either. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I don't know if what you're saying is true, or if that's the case, right? I don't know. I have no idea, so I can't say. You may be true. You may be right. You may not be right. Again, I don't know. But who the hell is buying these $700 Batmans? Like, for what? Again, you could be a fan of the artist. Cool. What? Those figures are not worth $200. $700? Shh. Wait, I got a good one for that one.
Yikes.
Crazy. Did you see the price for Toby's Deluxe on resale market? No, I didn't. What is it? That's what I'm saying. Toys for Kiddos, like, as soon as they did the oh, here it is. Sold out at what? $729 for the special edition, and overpriced. Absolutely not. So this is the day one price. And what's going to happen is, so it's $729.91. He will lower it next week. You'll see the sale, this thing here, the sale sign. You'll see it up here. And he'll lower it maybe $40 or something like that, $50, and then there's your price. So it'll be $600 and change. The reason why it's so expensive now is for those day one, orders for people making videos. So you have to pay a premium on that. But besides that, say, like, for example, here, Wrecker went for $381.60, and now obviously it's been out for like a week, $340.63. So that's why I am glad that a lot of these figures I did pre-order on on Sideshow because of that, because I knew that this is happening. Not I knew. I'm glad that I ordered because this is happening. I didn't know this was going to happen, but it's happening. I don't know, especially this website. I don't know why he's so expensive all of a sudden, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? But we're going back to where were we here? So that's Marvel, right? So what do you think? What do you think that means, guys? So Marvel, to me, again, I don't know what's so insane. Insane. I am the guy paying for. Oh my God, Nathan, what are you thinking? 800. Again, it's your money. Do whatever you want, right? Obviously, but it's like, how is that worth it to you? Like, what is it about these figures? And I'm not talking about that you love the artist, that you love the Batman. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the quality of it. I'm talking about the bodies that are used. I'm talking about the head sculpts that are made. I'm talking about that articulation. They don't come with accessories like that at all. I've seen those things for years. I never understood why they're so expensive. It never made sense to me. So I'm like, how are people doing this? Man, you are insane. For 85 years of Batman, they could revisit Batman Returns 60. Well, so Marvel, I think you messed up. So 85 years of Marvel, not Batman. Batman is DC. So I think you meant to say DC, but we're talking Marvel. So it looks like, so I'm going to read what it says here. It says, get ready for an incredible start to the year 2024 because we have a major surprise for you. Hot Toys is proud to announce the expansion of our collection through the acquisition of several highly acclaimed production and iconic movie licenses. Among these exciting additions are Marvel 85th Anniversary, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace 25th Anniversary, Star Wars Dark Side, Batman 85th. Oh, you're talking about the Batman 85th. Never mind. I thought you meant Marvel 85th. And then 85th Anniversary and many more. So, so Peyton was correct. He was talking about the Batman, not the Marvel. So it looks like we're getting new licenses. Now, what does that mean? What do you guys think that they've gotten now that they haven't had before? Somebody let me know. I was late. I made about you were right. You were right. That was my fault. The S's are figures, nail comic versions. That's what I like about them. I know. So again, I understood that that's what it was, right? You will spend that money on something that you actually truly love. So That's what I was hearing. And people who were buying these, I'm like, why would you spend this money? That's what they said. Oh, I love the artist was the very first response I got. Oh, the artist. I don't remember the guy's name, but the artist, blah, blah, blah. Then, oh, I love this type of Batman because of, he's a badass Batman and blah, blah, blah. And he's a fat Batman. And it's cool. Again, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm just trying to make sense out of what the big deal of these figures are, because it doesn't make sense to me. Bob says, Marvel 1 got to be old comic stuff, maybe for Hono. Ooh. I mean, exactly. Like, what they have everything new right now. That's what I'm like. I just paused for a little bit because I'm like, what don't they have right now? Right? WandaVision, not WandaVision. The Marvels, right? They don't have the Marvels apparently. What else can they possibly have had? Like Bob said, the old comic stuff, yes, but they already have that. They have Iron Man Origins, right? Hono has the X-Men line, right? So it's crazy. I wonder. I'm very, 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 very. I think with Marvel, I think Hot Toy will go beyond. I think with Marvel, I think Hot Toy will go beyond MCU. They, of course, they. I think their first step to that was Hono, right? I think their first step to getting into other stuff, right, was Hono. Now they don't have to worry about, real life like head sculpts. They don't have to worry about, it's going to be all animated most likely, so it's easy money. They're paying for likeness. They're paying for the license of the animation, right? They're not paying for actors' likenesses. They're not paying for, for the sculptors to put all these to make these head sculpts like the actual actors, right? Everything's going to be much easier. Everything's going to be comic book style. So they're saving a lot of money. That's why they're charging a lot less money. So it makes sense. It's just I wonder what they're doing. Michelle Pfeiffer, that would be insane for Batman 85. That would be really, really crazy. I feel like the Penguin and the Catwoman for Batman Returns are a must eventually. Nathan says, it's all art for me. I'm willing to pay quite a bit. I believe it. I believe it. Mike also, shout out to Mike. Mike will spend thousands, not hundreds, thousands. 2,500, 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 on art prints. On prints. So a piece of paper with a drawn picture. Thousands of dollars. I'm like, you are out of your mind. He's like, I know, but I love this stuff. What are you going to do? It's his money. He loves it. He can justify, because to him, that means something. To him, that's something. To me, that's nothing. So I can't justify that. That's why, again, for you, obviously something that you love and you spend that money. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with it. I just wonder because I can't justify it. So I'm like, what do you guys see in this that makes it so appealing? If Hono starts making DBZ once his kill up, I don't think they're doing Dragon Ball at all. Chris, Happy New Year. Welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here, my friend. Peyton says more Avengers, one figures like a new Hulk. That could be as well. A new Hulk, a different style of Hulk. Maybe the Incredible Hulk, right? What's his name? Ed Norton Hulk. That would be amazing, right? I am not just sure about these things. This guy, unbelievable, unreal. Anyone making money in the 1/6 market is a target for Hot Toys. In the case of SSR, Hot Toys can sell 2 to 3. Exactly. Very true. Very, very true. 100%. Thousands gets you a lot of period stickers. Imagine. So, so that's Marvel, guys. So now we have episode 1, right? So episode 1, where are you going? Unbelievable. So episode 1, right, which we've gotten figures for already. We got Qui-Gon Jinn. We've gotten Darth Maul. We've gotten what else have we got? I forget what else we've gotten. But so I posted about this, but I'm going to tell you guys again. I told you Jar Jar Binks years ago was coming, right? I told you that it was inevitable. I told you guys that it was just a matter of time. Well, here we are. We're getting more Darth Mauls, obviously. It's a no-brainer. That is the bad guy from that movie. So he's definitely coming. As you can see, they're telling you even in the picture, right? Right here. They're showing you him, right? They're showing you Anakin here as well. But I mean, not Anakin. Anakin wasn't even, grown at that during that movie, so that's not Anakin. But what else from that movie? Obi-Wan. You have Palpatine, right? You could get him just as a regular version. You could get, like I said, Jar Jar Binks is a must. Huge deal character. You can get Queen Amidala, right? Young version with the full makeup and the full stuff. What do you guys think? Give me your. Obviously, you guys are more involved with Star Wars than I am. So what do you guys think is coming for this? Nathan said, I will tell you though, I do not see the value in those J&D figure price. Absolutely not. There's no way. If anything, making those figures out of silicone is exposing you to more problems, right? We know that what happens to silicone over time if you're in an area where the weather is going to mess it up. So that's very scary. Very, very scary. Without luck, we get 2 figures from TPM, Jar Jar Binks, and Watto. Imagine. But I know Jar Jar Binks 100%. Figma says, I'm very interested in Star Wars Dark Side line. I have no clue what it could be. Exactly. That's where we're going to get into it. Exactly. Episode 1, Darth Jar Jar. Exactly. What do you guys think? Definitely a Darth Maul. Jar Jar Binks, I think it's a must. I think Queen Amidala, that look is a must. Crazy, right? Crazy. Young Kenobi, absolutely. Episode 1, 25th is less than Jedi 40th. Ooh, look at you. But we'll probably get more from it. Oh, no, of course. If you saw what we got from episode 3 and so far what we've gotten from episode 2, which is a lot for episode 2, what do you think is going to happen for episode 1? And again, I don't think episode 1 has more than, episode 2 or 3, but they could always come out with a ton of characters from it. Star Wars figures, Watto, Anakin, in Pod Racer. Very true. There you go. If they make that small Anakin, it's over. It's over because they can make a ton of different little figures after that. So the moment they step out and they do a small figure character like that, then you're going to get Amidala. You're going to get Padme when she was a little girl, when she was pretending she was somebody else instead of the actual queen. Then you had the disguised one, oh my God, what's the word? The double, right? The double that wasn't actually her. So we could get a ton. We could get a ton of stuff from that line at any moment, right? It's just what are the main ones going to be? That's the question. But they could always continue down the line. 3 years down the line, they could say, "Oh, we got more figures from episode 1." Who's going to say no? Just like they did with Rogue One, with the squad leader and all that stuff. So it's always it's always a possibility. Now we have, guys, Star Wars Dark Side. So what does this mean? What can this mean? What do you guys think this means? So I believe Quicksilver, Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. They could do any of the Jedi Council. There you go. So what I was thinking, again, like I said, you guys, Jedi Council would be cool. Yeah. So like I said, you guys obviously there's a lot of bigger Star Wars fans than I am in here, 100%. So things that I was thinking about, right, that came to my head immediately. Again, just going from figures that I have, and figures that are very, commonly talked about. So Darth Revan, right? I thought about immediately. Darth Mulgus, I thought about him again. I have the sideshow one. Revan, I don't own one. I think Sideshow made one, or somebody made a crappy one years ago. I don't have it, but can they do it? Absolutely. Star Killer was another one that was a possibility. Shout out to Uncarded. He brought that. He mentioned that one. So there's so many, and obviously there are way more, dark side characters, that you guys know about that I have no idea about. So that's what I'm saying. Darth Revan, absolutely. We got Dark Side line, Sith. There you go. Revan, Mulgus, Bane. What is it? Nihilus. I know I'm spelling. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. I can't remember how they pronounce that word. Treya, Scion, and I will. So there you go. So I don't know Bane, right? I don't know this that the Nihilus. I can't remember how to pronounce that. Treya and Scion. So I don't know any of those. I know Revan. I know Mulgus, right? I own Mulgus. I don't own a Revan. But the other four, no idea who they are. Never seen them. No clue. So that's what I mean. So you guys would know way more than I do about Star Wars, because I couldn't even tell you besides the ones I know: Revan, Star Killer, and Mulgus. That's it. Savage. There's another one. Ventress, maybe. Yep, I know Ventress. Savage Oppressed. I don't remember that one. Savage Oppressed and Ventress. See, there you go. Annihilation. What's Annihilation? Like Mortal Kombat Annihilation? So there's so much potential, guys. Dark side stuff. Again, you guys would know way more, but very, very exciting. That these figures are always going to be appealing. You guys know that Hot Toys is going to knock these figures out of the park. They're going to be very, very good, very, very nice. We could get the fact that they said Dark Side, already cancels this, but I was gonna say maybe they could get into the video games with this dark side stuff. You know what I mean? Which I doubt, because they would have to label it whatever the video game line is. So again, who knows? We can just gotta wait and see what's gonna happen. But oh shit, the fuck, unreal. She just turned the just the smoke detectors on. That scared the hell out of me. Oh my god. Hold on, guys. Unbelievable. Sorry about that, guys. Unreal. House is on fire. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Darth Nihilus. Sounds like about annihilation. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that thing. Nihilus. Artisan rooted Dark Side Anakin. Absolutely. I told you guys that as soon as they announced the first light side Anakin artisan, Dark Side is coming 100%. There's absolutely no way that's not coming. Dark helmet. Dark helmet. You're getting raw. No. My wife is cooking and she had some thick cut bacon in the little like oven. And the thing, I guess all the fat started dripping off of it and started smoking the entire kitchen. So that's what happened. It's getting robbed. My God. Someone imagine. I wish it was that. Can you imagine? Oh my God. I could go for that right now. Unreal. Fast collection. My collection is about to be a true hot toy collection. Save the collection. Imagine. Oh my God. Save the collection. Save the dream. You guys are crazy. Oh man. Time to go full on John Wick. Oh my God. That sounds just wait, what? The sounds just set off my detector. My detector. Someone's breaking into detail quiet. Intruder alert. Imagine. Yeah, no, that scared the hell out because that never happens. That never happens. I was like, what the hell's going on? That's Fab's figure collection perimeter alarm. So much trip to laser. Can you imagine? Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Chat, should we be concerned? No. It's like, can you imagine? Oh man. Oh shit. This is real. No, it was definitely real, but it wasn't a fire. It was smoke. It was the bacon. I think about it. If you hear gunshots, Fat and his panic room. No, man. Again, this never happened, and I thought it was just gonna like be 1, 2, 3 quick. No, she has the windows open, the door open, the front door open, the back door open, and I had to get a towel and get the smoke away from the smoke detector. That's why it stopped. My God. Save the clones first. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. That's fast for real. I'm someone tripped the laser sensor in the finger. You guys are crazy. Can you imagine if that was the security I had down here? Knowing Hot Toys will produce a wide range of figures for all these licenses. Absolutely. Example, Marvel 85 won't limit them to a specific line. Correct. They'll make MCU, MMS, absolutely. And not only that, this is a very good point, but they could give you a bunch of celebration pieces limited as a celebration, because remember, what do they do with the celebration? WB11, WB100. You had the D23 celebration piece, which happens every year. You had the what do you call it? What was the other thing I was going to say? The limited stuff, right? So the Mark 7, the D100, the WB100, all those figures that are celebration pieces are usually what? Limited. These are celebration pieces. Does not mean, right? It does not mean that they're going to be limited. Why? When we got 40th anniversary celebration, were these pieces limited? Absolutely not. When we got, the 40th for Boba, 40th for Darth, 40th, we had celebration for episode 2 as well. I think it was the 20th or 25th or whatever it was. For the C3PO, the R2, all those figures, right? There were also celebration pieces because we got them in the celebration boxes. They were not limited. So I don't mean that they're necessarily going to be the mainstream releases are not going to be limited, but you will have celebration pieces that will be very limited. Because again, Hot Toys will always find an excuse, especially now that they're doing this whole new, 1,500 pieces limited releases. This is never going to stop. And they're just going to throw it in there. And again, Are you going to buy it or you're not? Because at the end of the day, when it sells out, you're the one who doesn't have it. And they know this. So that's what's very exciting. There's a lot of things that, can happen. BMW lover, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Happy New Year. Nice to see you. 100% Fab is a panic room. Imagine. I wish. I don't. I want bacon. Share with the class. So she went to the supermarket and they had Peter Luger's thick cut bacon, like prepackaged. That's what she's making. So it's like thick, like super thick cut bacon. The most delicious. I had it at the actual restaurant. It was the most delicious bacon I've ever had. I don't eat bacon, right? Not because I don't eat pork. I just don't like the fact that it's usually cured and it has a lot of chemicals. And a lot of these chemicals aren't good for us, specifically for men and their prostate. You're welcome. So that's why, it's not good to eat hot dogs. It's not good to eat a lot of these processed meats. Oscar Mayer meats, all that stuff is all garbage. And again, these not pesticides, these preservatives, to make the meat stay longer and not spoil and not rot. Well, those chemicals that they put in there affect us. And like I said, more specifically the prostate. So I try not to eat anything that's cured or those meats like that. So if you go to Trader Joe's, they have uncured bacon, which is the healthiest way to eat it. Or raw if it's not cured, which is the problem. So a lot of that stuff you got to be careful with. Someone bring his whole imagine. Better not joke about it. This can happen so quick. Oh, absolutely. 100%. That's why I was like, the moment it didn't stop, when I thought it stopped and it didn't stop, I was like, I gotta go check, because literally it'll spread like that. And the crazy thing is, literally around the corner, a brand new house that was built 2 years ago went on fire last year. The whole house had to be redone. It was a brand new, just built home. The family bought it. The following year was on fire. And right now the house still burnt down. They're remodeling it now after like 6 months. I guess the insurance just gave them the money and they're just remodeling. Literally, the people got a brand new house twice. They bought it brand new and now they're getting it remodeled brand new because of the fire. So it's very scary. I don't play around with that. Fab has a backup. Imagine. Yeah, I only have, God forbid anything were to happen to this collection. My sealed boxes upstairs is only like 150 boxes. So it would be a very, very sad day in my collection. You don't get that kind of excitement on others. No, you don't get emergencies on the other streams, guys. Jeff, Happy New Year. Welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here, my friend. We got a huge... Whoa, wait a minute.
Yay.
Thank you, my friend. He says, Happy New Year, Fab and Chad. Looking forward to another great year. Yes, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. Happy New Year. Thank you for that, my friend. And this is for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. That was awesome. I really appreciate it. You know that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Carlito says, whoa, Peter Luger's fancy. Love that restaurant. Yes. So I don't go to these places either. Actually, for a long time, I had like gallbladder problems, like forever. Like anytime I had red meat, like I would get a gallbladder attack. And if you guys don't know what a gallbladder attack is, you guys don't want it. So for many years, I stopped eating red meat. I finally flushed my gallbladder. So I got all the stones out of it with like a drink that I had to drink. And so now I have no more stones. I've been eating red meat and it's delicious. Oh, it's delicious. What else do you get? Where else do you get prostate talk? Nowhere else. That's where. Well, no, because I like, because I know that I know this information and I know that it could save somebody's life. Why wouldn't I tell you guys that? That's why I give you like little personal like things like that, because it could help somebody. I could tell you I'm not the only one who ever had a gallbladder problem. I could guarantee you there's many of you guys in here right now that had a gallbladder attack at least once, so that's why. Figman, Happy New Year, man. Yes. I try to eat grass fed and I don't care. Absolutely. Big difference. Absolutely. 100%. There you go, guys. See? So there's a lot of you guys who are aware of nutrition and health and, diet and stuff like that. Cause I'm telling you right now, the establishment is not looking out for us at all. So if you're not doing your own research, good luck. Because if you're waiting for the news to tell you what to do, it's not going to be a good day for you. Damn, hot toys collectors and masseuse and now health masseuse now health coach. What's next? Imagine. See, you guys got it all. You guys got the hot toys veteran, doctor, nutritionist, healer, all in one. And I can't even get you guys to come here twice a week. Unreal.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Oh my God. Tickets, Joker fast token, sense about figures and saving your frustrated lives. Can you imagine? Unbelievable. You guys are crazy. Double threat guy. Double threat guy. I had to there you go. There you go. I'm not the only one. It's very, very common. I have people in my family who had it removed after the very, very first gallbladder attack because the doctor told them, hey, you have an infection. You're going to get it removed or else you're going to have a problem. So they all fought for it. I've had, not exaggerating, about 15 gallbladder attacks my whole life. One worse after the other. Never got my gallbladder removed. Number one, you're born with organs because you need those organs. You're not born with one kidney because you need two kidneys. You're not born with two livers because you only need one liver. You're born with two lungs because you need them both, right? So you're born with these things for a reason. When the doctor tells you, hey, you got to remove it, you know why he tells you that? Because he gets paid for that surgery, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 to remove your organ. What happens to you after that organ's removed? That doctor that just got paid $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70,000 to remove your organ doesn't care what happens to you after the organ is removed. You're the one suffering without the organ. There are many, many different things that are natural to prevent the removal of your organs, especially the gallbladder. Example number one, what I did. I never had to remove my gallbladder, but this is just the business. Your body and your sickness is just a business for the medical system. It's just that simple. So they're not going to tell you be healthy. They want you to be sick so you could keep visiting them. It's a nasty, nasty game. I had to have gallbladder surgery 20 years ago, 20 years old. It sucks watching. Yep, there you go. It's the most common thing in the world. And where did these problems start coming from? The one and only reason is all of the seed oils, all of the processed oils, all of those hydrogenated oils. That's where it comes from. Don't forget Curator, this guy. My gallbladder got removed. Now I can eat a lot. There you go. Yep. That's why you can't remove it because, again, for a doctor, it's just the money. Oh, you got an infection. You know, you have a problem with the gallbladder. Let's remove it. When you remove it, you're screwed, and he got paid. That's the business. Priest, brother. Yeah. Oh, man, I'm so into it, guys. I'm so into this stuff. I like the health talk. Little changes make a big difference. Absolutely. On how you feel. Can avoid devastating consequences. Absolutely. Conventional medicine main focus to treat you to death. Oh, my God. This guy. I don't know, Carlito, where have you been? But it looks like... You are very, very, very aware of what's going on. And there's a lot of people who aren't. It's very, very sad. Very, very sad. But seeing this, man, this makes me very happy that a lot of you guys are on top of your health, which is the most important. Forget money. Because guess what? If you're sick, guess who's making no money? If you're sick in bed, always sick, always in the hospital, you can't get up, guess who's making no money? Your health is always the most important thing in the world. Period. It's just that simple. Except the appendix. Oh, the appendix. That's another thing. One of my sisters, actually, both of my sisters had their appendix removed at like very, very young ages. One of them burst, and that fluid was all over her body. They had to put a tube down her nose to get all the poison out because that'll kill you. So my little sister burst, and then my other one got a inflammation, and hers was removed too. Crazy, crazy stuff. Seriously, have you considered starting an alter? No. I like talking about this stuff. But it's not, it's not something that it's I feel like it's not going to be so appreciated. At least in the beginning, you know what I mean? So it would have to be something that I really would want to get into it. Nah. Basically, it has to do more with one ingredient. Don't eat it. Exactly. Your food should be the closest to the ground as possible. Anything coming from a production plant or a commercial plant, that's not food. That is not food. Anything you see boxed up. If there's a marketing campaign for the food that you're eating, it's not good. It's just that simple. Matt Planet, Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. How are you, my friend? Yep, the health industry sees you as a revenue. Absolutely. Health and food. Because remember that the food and health work hand in hand. The food makes you sick, so you end up at the doctor's office. It's that simple, you know. My girlfriend had her appendix removed. Has never been. And I'm telling you, it's crazy. Time is Happy New Year. Welcome. He says you definitely won't get health info watching vapors. Stop. Already starting. I learned the hard way. My 20s had to figure out how to cure myself. Doctors just want absolutely crazy side effect. Yep. Let me tell you guys a quick story before we continue. I was overweight pretty much my whole life, like morbidly obese overweight. And I've always had high blood pressure. I go to the cardiologist 2 years ago, and he's like, "Oh, well, you have high blood pressure. I got to put you on medicine." I said, "No." I said, "I don't want medicine." He goes, "Why don't you want medicine?" Like right away, defensive. Like he was like, he started like insulting me, and I said, "I don't want it." He goes, "Why don't you want it?" I said, "Because I don't want medicine." I said, "I'm 30." I was 38. I said, "I'm 38 years old. I don't want medicine." "Oh, but you know that's not good. Your blood." So then he starts trying to scare me, because that's another tactic that they have. They try to talk to you like you're dumb, like you don't know what you're talking about. And then the last resort is, well, you're going to die. If you don't take the medicine, you're going to die. That's how they work you. And they scare people into this medicine. So my response was, well, I don't want this medicine. I don't want this medicine. He goes, "Why not?" I said, because there's side effects. I said, "I don't want side effects." And I know for a fact, the worst side effects in any medicine come from high cholesterol medicine and high blood pressure medicine. And 90% of the people in the U.S., not literally, but a bunch of people in the U.S. are on those two medications, high blood pressure and high cholesterol. I know this. I'm in the medical field. So when I told him that, I said, "I don't want any side effects." You know what this guy had the nerve to tell me, which is completely illegal and a complete lie? He says to me, "There are no side effects with the medication that I'm going to give you because it's been around for a long time." I have never been so angry at somebody. Like, as soon as he lied to my face, again, he doesn't know what I do for a living. He doesn't know who I am, right? I'm just his patient. The moment that he lied to me to my face, I felt so disrespected. And I'm going to tell you why. He's talking to me like I don't know what medicine is. He's talking to me like I don't know what I'm talking about. By him telling me that there is no side effect from a product that is made synthetically in a lab, going into an all-natural body, an all-natural system that is what we humans are. That's why we get side effects from all this synthetic medication, because it's fake, it's synthetic, it's man-made. And not only that, but they use petroleum for a lot of these medicines. Our bodies are not made for petroleum. It's just that simple. So that's where the side effects come from. So when he told me that and he lied to my face, I got so angry. Like, obviously, I didn't blow up on him, but I got so angry. I was like, absolutely no. So he kept pushing the medicine. Obviously, if I'm a cardiologist, my job is to put you on medication. Not only because that's my job, but because I know that the pharmaceutical company that I'm prescribing medications for is going to give me a kickback for giving them more money. It's that simple. So that had me, oof. I haven't been back to that guy since that day, because you're not going to lie to me about my health so you can make money on it. Absolutely not. So yeah, I felt very disrespected. Hot toys are my processed food. Crazy. Tony, Happy New Year. Welcome. Nice to see you. I didn't think you were going to make it today. Welcome, welcome. Traditional medicine has its place. Absolutely. Yes. Without traditional medicine, we cannot live like we do now. 100%. So that's 100% true. The problem is that traditional medicine is not the go-to and should not be the go-to. Obviously, if you break your arm, where are you going to go? To a hospital. Obviously, if you need a surgery, where are you going to go? To a hospital. So traditional medicine is very, very necessary. I'm not saying that it's not, but you have to understand that it's not made for preventative anything, and it's not going to cure anything. Once you guys understand that, you'll know that everything natural is what's going to take care of you, and everything processed is what's killing you. It's just that simple. It's that simple. That's how they do in this country. Make you depending on drugs. Absolutely. I ripped my hamstring on before. Hugged me, looked at my leg and tried to prescribe. Yep, that's it. Exactly how it is. Nefty, how are you, my friend? He says, hey, Fabs, after the medicine discussion, let's talk about housing. I know we're getting sidetracked, but let me just catch up with you guys real quickly. And then this one from Happy New Year. We're doing very quick. No. It's just health. As forensic RN, ooh, look at you, RN. I can tell you that the entire system is based. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why if you go to a hospital, you're staying overnight at a hospital, you're going to be paying thousands. I saw a bill for a hospital. They were charging you like hundreds of dollars for sheets and pillows and pillowcases. And like, get the hell out of here. Exotic Cars, welcome. How are you? This town needs an enema. Exotic Cars, welcome. Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. First time here, I see. Always get 2-3 opinions. Most doctors are absolutely 100% correct. So now, guys, back to the show. Back to the show. No more prostate. So now we have the Batman, right? We have Batman 85 years. So, again, what can this mean? What do you guys think this means? Batman will never end. How many Batmans can we get? How many Batman figures have we gotten over the years? Arkham Knight line, obviously VGM, beautiful. The Dark Knight, how many Batmans have we gotten so far? How many, Michael Keaton from Batman Returns. That was two Keatons from Batman Returns. What else? Batman Begins. We got 66, Batman and Robin. So there are tons and tons, animated. They could get into animated stuff now, right? So it's such a vague and such an open, just Batman 85. You know what I mean? It's just wide open for so many different things. It's crazy. TK says, this is why UK wants to move to US healthcare. Exactly. That's why, if you pay attention, a lot of countries, most countries have what? Universal healthcare, right? It's all on the government. That's why people in this country, talk bad about it. Why? Think about it. Because here, it's all pretty much, you could have insurance, but you're still paying out of pocket. It's just that simple. It's a scam. Insurance, we're not covering that, but I'm paying you my $3,000 a month premium for you to tell me I'm not covering that. It's a joke. So you have to bash universal care worldwide, because if that came here, guess what? Doctors are all out of business. Doctors will not be making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year anymore, because it'll be limited. You'll be working for the government now. The government's going to be paying you. So that's why no doctor in this country wants any of that stuff. And that's why it'll never happen here. Pharmaceutical companies make too much money here while not covering any of your problems. Doctors make tons of money here while not fixing any of your problems. So for them to be controlled by the government, why would anybody want that? It's just that simple. Nobody wants that. So they have to bash universal healthcare. Universal healthcare benefits all of us. not the money-making people. That's why in this country, capitalism will always win. It's that simple. Leo, welcome. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here, my friend. Big Dog says, I want to figure some Harley Quinn animated show. Oh, I didn't know she had an animated show. Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman. So a lot of people did want that Zoe Kravitz. I think it's a no-brainer figure because there's nothing to that figure. It's a very, very basic figure. She don't even have long hair, right? So even the sculpting of the hair is going to be very, very minimal. Her little mask is, it looks like a weird underwear on top of her head. So it's a very basic thing. If anything, the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman would be, more appealing to a lot of people than this one. But people love that 22 Batman already. People love that Bat Cycle. People love that Bat Signal. So, of course, they're going to want, Catwoman at least to go with him. Again, it would be an easy figure for them to make. What are they going to give her, though, accessory-wise? That's the problem. I feel like a lot of times Hot Toys doesn't make figures because of accessories, even though, sometimes that's not even the case. They'll give you a figure with hands and that's it. So that's why I don't understand what their angle is sometimes. But again, we're not supposed to, right? Hot Toys is not a type of company that's wants us to, know what they're going to announce first, what they're going to release next. So that's why it's fun, right? To try to figure out what they're talking about. Almost 50 in his mouth. Yes, guys, please hit that like button. It's 42. Yeah, I had almost 50 before. There's 42 of you guys in here. Hit that like button if you don't mind, please, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hot Toys could stand to release some new villains. Correct. That is one thing that we definitely need. Especially Batman Returns. Big deal. What else? Batman Forever. We could get the Riddler, Two-Face. That would be fun. For Batman and Robin, we could get the Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Bane, that old school looking Bane. I think that's a cool Bane with that mask. I think that Bane obviously is more comic book related, right? Accurate compared to the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight Rises Bane. I love that Bane more. I love that look more. I love that style of Bane more, right? With the bulky arms, with the veins, the green veins popping all over the place. I think it'll be a sexy figure. I think it'll be a big figure. The Poison Ivy figure, she looked good because of the outfit, fancy looking outfit. It was very comic book-esque, with the green and all the petals on her, all that stuff. So very cool. So those figures should come, but the problem is, why are they not making these villains? I feel like they have their specific licenses as well. So I think that's the problem, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Even if you have health insurance, you're never exactly. It's a joke. So that's why these insurance companies will never allow this to happen, because they'll lose the billions of dollars that they make a year will be gone in a second. That's why, that's why they do that. Anything outside your worth 30? Anything outside your worth 30? They got a ton of stuff. So if you guys are missing out on figures, they got huge discounts right now on Sideshow, guys. So the double packs, you got Batman, Black Superman, and Nightmare Batman pack. You got tons. You got tons of stuff. Batman, Dark Knight, DX21, DX19, all these things. So yeah. And then, guys, there was something else I was going to talk about. So we're gonna get into, guys, the apparently Sideshow suddenly decided to add a $5 a $5 premium to, I guess, figures or shipping or whatever. Now, I don't understand what the issue is regarding that $5, right? We know everything's going up. We know, and they gave like a very vague statement, due to what's going on in the world type thing. Like, I don't know what that means, but it's just another way to, number one, you guys got to realize that they can't be doing too well, right? Even though those $5 don't seem like a lot, right? They can't be doing too well. Number two, you guys got to understand that for them to, oh, look, they added the Hono label here. That's nice. So for them to, try to stay above water, they have to figure out things, right? Which is why they started the whole, pre-order. And then as soon as the figure is released, waitlist. That's a new thing that started, within the past year. Again, they're trying to figure out how to control the stock, how to not order too much, how to control it more, how to have more control of their warehouse. As you guys saw, we got a warehouse find last year of a figure that was like 6 years old. So I think that's what's happening. I think that's what they're doing. You guys may say, so why $5? Well, they're discounting a lot. Again, they're still making money on these discounts, so it's not like they're not. But they just have to figure out a way to increase their pricing, without being making it too much. Again, $5 is not a big deal, or at least it doesn't sound like a big deal. But they're doing it because clearly they need it, or else they wouldn't be bothering with an extra $5. But they figure, $5 per order adds up to, to a substantial amount. So I think that's what's happening. Let me see what you guys are saying. Brad, how are you? Shoot me a watermelon. Yo, shoot me a watermelon. Here you go, my friend. You guys asked for it. You got it. Oh man, we got Exotic says, I just got Team 220 from beautiful. That is a great figure. You get 2 head sculpts. And for those who don't know, that head sculpt, that full head sculpt that you got with that figure was the replacement head sculpt that we got for Tony Stank. For those who don't know, Brad says, where did you get that hat, buddy? This one? I got it on, where did I get this? I think Pop Collectibles. I got 3. I got 2 that said Hot Toys and then 1 that says MMS on it, the movie masterpiece. They were $120 each. But they're on no, you can't even get them on eBay. Can't even get them on eBay. Sucks. Someone's got to pay for all those Captain Marvel sitting in stock. Exactly. Yep. Absolutely. Brad's cracking up. So what do you guys think the reasoning for those $5 are? Let me know your thoughts on it, because at the end of the day, like I said, everything's going up. They need to figure out how to increase their pricing. Again, $5 to a single person may not be a lot, right? May not seem like a lot, but you have 100 people, 1,000 people at $5. That's what? That's $5,000, So it's more of what it's going to do, in the long run, right? Instead of that singular person $5 charge. Someone's I need an in-art hat. Can you imagine? You could get it. You'll probably get that custom. If you go to these like websites that customize like clothing and stuff, you could send them an image of the in-art logo and they'll embroider it onto your hat like this. Like actual, like, with a sewing machine, they'll do it. And you'll be the only one with an in-art hat, even though they have them already, I think. But yeah, guys, you let me know what you guys think of this $5, because it's very interesting that they're doing that. Again, $5 doesn't seem like a lot, but they're doing it for a reason. So I want to know what you guys think. And there was one thing I wanted to talk about after that Peyton brought up a while back. Let me see if I can find it. Peyton, if you're still here, you mentioned something earlier about a topic that we were going to get into, and I said yes, we're going to get into that. And I want to see if I could find it. Yeah, because I know Peyton was the one who said it. I said, yeah, we're going to get into that later on. Peyton, if you're here, let me know, please. I think Sideshow is getting greedy. Sideshow order too much figure. That I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's just business, right? It's business, and we're the customers. It's up to us to either keep supporting them or go elsewhere, right? It's just that simple. But my point is, why are they doing this? Why all of a sudden? You know, put some gems on it with my name. The gems on it. Oh my god. The reasoning is simple: greed. Could be. Is that including orders prior to the price hike? Yeah, I don't know. That's another thing. When is it starting? When are they starting? Is it like now? Is it 2024? When is it starting? I don't know. That I don't know. So let me know, guys, and then let me find that other topic that I was looking for. Oh no, I did talk about it. It was the video. Never mind. It was the video. So thank you, Peyton. But yeah, guys. I still haven't got anything from Sideshow saying anything shipping, like the Batman, the 22 Batman, which I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for two. One for Americo. Shout out to Americo. He's buying my second pre-order because I don't need two bat signals, so I'm buying mine. He's buying his. And then I need a second deluxe without a bat signal, Batman 22 for the flight suit, which I need. I want to do the flight suit with the helmet with the cowl on, and then I want to do the what do you call it? The regular suit with the head sculpt and the messy hair, because I don't like the clean hair. Let's see that Ecto. Oh my god, I still haven't opened, guys. I haven't done the Amazing Spider-Man video. I haven't done the Ecto 1 video. Oh my god, I have no idea when I'm going to do these videos, but they're coming soon. Obviously, I got to do them this year because it's about time. Everything that is currently available for pre-order or pre-order got hit with there you go. $5 foot long tax. Yeah, that's crazy, right? I have a soup bike coming in Wednesday. Ooh, soup bike. That's a beautiful bike. You guys are gonna love that bike. And I almost got a second one for that Boba Fett, but I needed a white suit for him. For that bird poo Boba Fett. Crazy, right? Crazy. All right, guys. Well, so we got that $5 was for greed. I guess it's gonna be for greed. So, guys, we did it. Happy New Year. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard as usual. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Wish you guys a very, very, very happy 2024. I have a feeling that we may get some announcements also either tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Today's Monday, so either Tuesday or Wednesday as well. I feel like we're going to start getting bombarded now before before their New Year's, because it's going to happen. And then obviously we're going to have a drought until that's over, and then we're going to get back to business like it happens every year. So stay tuned for that, my friend. And as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next one, which is tomorrow. Happy New Year.